Moving from left to right, I would like to welcome Tony. Welcome George. Welcome Tracy, the rose between all those thorns. And give it up for VI. There is never a dull moment when he is around. And last but not least, my co-host Jennifer. Okay, let's get the show on the road.
Some people get paid for robbing us blind, spending our money, have a hell of a time, getting bailed out by Congress so they never fail, making us wonder why they're all not in jail. You work 60 years, and what do you get? A 401k that's drowning in debt. St. Pelosi, don't you worry as you flaunt your creed. The Fed will print you all the money you need. We're all in mourning, our economy's dead. Only Congress and their friends are getting ahead. We paid Social Security to keep us on track. They say nothing is left, so we won't get it back. You work 60 years, and what do you get? A 401k that's drowning in debt. St. Pelosi, don't you worry as you flaunt your greed. The Fed will print you all the money you need. The president got elected by promise and change. Right now it's looking like more of the same. It's sad to see all the rules he relaxes. His cabinet has a way of not paying taxes. You work 60 years, and what do you get? A 401k that's drowning in debt. St. Pelosi, don't you worry as you flaunt your greed. The Fed will print you all the money you need. They saw it coming, but they just didn't care. And the stimulus plan, it just isn't fair. They're handing out money with total autonomy, destroying our great free market economy. You work 60 years, and what do you get? A 401k that's drowning in debt. St. Pelosi, don't you worry as you flaunt your greed. The Fed will print you all the money you need.
Wow, VI, you're a bit of a mover. What's your thoughts on Grease?
I thought it was a great movie.
VI, you to make me laugh. Tracy, do you think the people who invested in the Greek economy are prepared to take a haircut?
Yes, long hair is no longer in fashion.
Tony, how do you see things shaping up in Europe?
In a nutshell, the golden days are over. We have been living in a fool's paradise for over 30 years by borrowing money from the future. In the recent past, the money supply has been increased by the introduction of derivatives, credit cards and subprime lending. There is far too much public and personal debt. It will never be paid back. I am afraid that we are going to enter a depression.
George, what are your thoughts?
I fully agree with Tony. The debt will never be paid back. The politicians are seeking a solution that does not exist. Greece are in a very bad position if they accept the austerity measures, which includes the reduction of the minimum wage by 22% and the loss of a further 15,000 public sector workers. There will be decades of misery and social unrest. On the other hand, if Greece defaults, it will trigger the credit default swaps, and that in turn will have a domino effect around the world. Either way, a depression is guaranteed.
In the US, the debt ceiling was raised to $16.4 trillion. President Obama said that, had the debt ceiling not been raised, we would have entered a depression. He was right, but what he failed to say was that raising the debt ceiling will cause a bigger depression further down the road.
VI, do you agree with what you have just heard?
No, Tony and George are doom and gloom merchants. They are just gloomy dudes. The economy will pick up soon. We always go through these boom and bust cycles. I guess by the end of the year we will be in recovery.
Okay, VI, how long do you think it will take to count to 16.4 trillion? Counting a different number each second. Remember, this is the current US debt ceiling figure.
I guess about 10 years.
The actual figure is 500,220 years, or put it another way, just over 500,000 years.
Too many people suffer from normalcy bias. In other words, what has happened in the past, they expect to happen in the future. They will not be prepared for the hardship ahead.
I have maxed out on all my credit cards and I cannot pay back my payday loans, so I shall declare myself bankrupt like so many of my friends have done. Then in a few years' time I shall start borrowing again.
Hey Trace, I like your style. Why work hard and be a mug? The state, after all, will look after us.
I doubt that very much. Western countries are becoming bankrupt. The party is over. Get used to the new reality. There is a major paradigm shift. Quantitative easing is not the solution, it is delaying the inevitable.
George is correct. The financial collapse is close now. There is no solution. Welcome to reality.
There you go. You have heard it from the harsh realist. Welcome to reality.